Hi guys, my name is Annette, and I'm here to tell you about my experience that I had while auditioning for America's Got Talent last Sunday, which was November 2nd. It was at 12 p.m. Well, that was my audition time, and I'm a singer, and so I auditioned to be a singer on America's Got Talent. So here, let's get started. It was very tiring. That's the only thing I can really tell people when they ask me about my audition, because there's so many more details that I'm not able to tell them because it would take me forever. It'd take me like 10 minutes or more to tell them everything that happened, which I'm sure they would love. They would love to hear everything that happened because they were really curious about like what went on and what it was like, but I kind of have to tell them to come to this YouTube video because there's so much that went on that I would love to share with them, but I don't feel like doing that like a bajillion times for all the people that ask me. So anyways, my friend Jennifer went with me. She picked me up from my house, and we then took the 45-minute drive out to Tampa Convention Center, which is in Tampa, obviously. It was the first city in the whole audition tour, I guess the open call audition stops that they were going to, and which is pretty cool. It's like the first city, and I'm so glad it was so close to me. We thought it was $20 parking, but actually it was only $9 parking. So we parked a mile away for no reason, but we only paid $3. So I don't really know if like the $6 difference really made it worth it. Probably not, because it's only a flat fee of $9, I think. Which we parked like a mile away at the hospital, which was across the waterway. We had to walk all the way down Bayshore. It wasn't like the whole Bayshore strip, but it was a majority of it, and then we walked over the bridge to get to the convention center, which was right there. In boots, I might add, in high heel boots, which I'm never doing again. It was very painful. My feet hurt a lot. I got to the convention center and they had like this long line outside, and by this time it was 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We thought we were late for audition time because we were like, no, we have to be there at 12, but there was tons of other people in front of us that were waiting outside for the 12 p.m. audition time. I realized that it was only a crowd control method, so I could have gotten there at 9 o'clock and gotten in 2 hours early or 3 hours early, and it wouldn't have mattered at all. Regardless, whatever time you got there during the day, you probably would have waited 8 to 10 hours because there were so many people. They even said that they didn't expect this many people to show up for the audition, and it was crazy. So we waited outside for 2 hours in the heat. Yeah, we were wearing long sleeves and scarves and skinny jeans, and I was wearing boots. My friend was wearing Converse. So much better than boots. I'm never wearing boots to an audition ever again unless they're flat boots. We were dressed for the cold weather because it was cold in the morning, but we lived in Florida most of our lives. You would think we would know that Florida's weather is very bipolar. So, but apparently it didn't occur to us. So during this 2-hour wait that we had outside, they had crew members and different like staff members and stuff from the convention center and America's Got Talent handing out wristbands for those who were performing, and then a different color wristband for those who were not. And then they also were handing out these numbers. This is mine that I got online. I was number 1,154. Which is very significant to the amount of time that I had to wait. Once we got inside, the 2-hour wait outside, we got inside, there was a registration line where you had to go through, and if you had guests with you, they had to sign their own waivers if they didn't already do that online. So my friend Jennifer had to sign her waiver to say if she was on television that they had to make sure it was okay with her, blah, blah, that kind of legal stuff. I then got a piece of paper that had a questionnaire on it, so the judges could see different things about me, and they could read, you know, and kind of get an idea of who I am, why I'm there, kind of thing, to kind of help them with the judging process. The line that we waited in for registration was in this big concrete room that had like the divider wall, and when you walked around that wall, actually we saw a lot of people walking to and from the room that was next to us with food and drinks and stuff. They were coming in line, and we're like, what? So we go into the next room thinking that we're going to be auditioning really soon. So the lady explains to me, listen, the lady at the registration desk, she said, make sure you listen to the numbers that are being called because you could miss your number. There is this area where it's all like blocked off kind of, but you could get over there. They had hot lights, and they had like these black curtains, and they had all this equipment kind of on the back side, half of it, and there's like these big giant tarps that said America's Got Talent where you can, and they had like spotlights on it. You can go up and take pictures and stuff. But that was for the filming crew, for like the filming and stuff, the stuff that was going to be on television, because they had one of those crane cameras, but they had like these giant letters that were lit up that said AGT. There was like one in front of the other, so when they were filming you could see like This Is America's Got Talent. But in this area they had like the hot lights, and they had these really long flat screen like screens that said America's Got Talent on it. It was set up for filming. It was very controlled. There was this dance group that got up and were dancing, and they were doing backflips and stuff. By this time, my friend Jennifer and I were actually in the front row around the dance floor that was there, that they had set up there. We were in the front row. We were like the first people sitting right there. So we're probably gonna be on television if they use those shots. During this whole time, they were calling people groups of 50. They were at 400, and my number, they took the last 4 numbers. It was 0400. I was slowly starting to realize that my audition wasn't gonna happen anytime soon. I think it was like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and my number didn't get called until like 9:30. By the end of the night, they ended up calling groups of 100 to make it go by faster. I ended up eating something because it was taking way too long. I was getting really tired and really hungry. There was one person who blew my mind away with their talent. It was this guy who was flipping a sign. No, this was extreme sign flipping. While they were filming, this guy who was off to the side, like way over there, practicing his sign flipping. I don't even know what to call it. I guess it's called extreme sign flipping. I don't know. He like threw the sign up in the air. He was like spinning it off of his stomach. And I was so fascinated by this. We were standing on the chairs at this point, kind of like trying to watch the dance floor. I was kind of like, there's a guy over there who's amazing and you're not even like paying attention to him. There's a sign flipper over there and he's like incredible. Crew members eventually noticed him. They went over to him and they're talking to him, and I think they're kind of telling him, hey, we want you in the middle of the dance floor while we film. And he was like, oh, no, really? And I was like, yes, yes. He got his 15 seconds of fame, or whatever you want to call it. I really, really hope that they put that on television. And he was so, so amazing. I really wish that I could find out who he is. So if anyone sees or knows of anyone who does extreme sign flipping for America's Got Talent, or who auditioned in Tampa, Florida, November 2nd, please, please, please tell me who he is, because I need to find him. That was a really cool thing that happened. I will never forget that, because he was really, really talented, and it's something I've never seen before. By the time my audition came around and my number got called, it was around 9:30. My phone was dead. I was still hungry. I was tired. I didn't develop a headache until after we had left, which is good. They took us through this long hallway, and we went down the escalator, and then we went down this other big long hallway, and they had these chairs set up outside these ballrooms that were divided up into different room numbers. There's one judge per room, and which I was so grateful for. And there was about 8 to 10 of us that went in this room together. We weren't allowed to bring anyone with us. It was just us, unless you're a minor. You could have one parent with you. Luckily, we had chairs. Some of the rooms, as I walked past, people were standing up, and that's kind of awkward. All of us in the room, with the group that I was in, all of us were singers except one. They're all really super, super talented, and they were all so supportive, and they were so friendly and so nice. The judge who I had was a British lady, and she just told us to stand on this blue X that was made in tape on the floor. We had to tell her our name and our age, or if she had any questions for us, she'll ask us. Whatever your act was, you had 90 seconds to perform your act. And I picked the last half of the song Skinny Love in the style of Birdie. What happened was I was really, really nervous, even though it was only one judge. So I didn't sing it as well as I thought I should have, because I was really tense. I didn't sing the bridge of the song because I forgot. I was really nervous, and I didn't sing the whole thing, and I was just like, okay, I'm done. I'm already nervous enough. I'm just gonna end it really quick. And I skipped over the bridge, and I just like went straight to the end, and then I like ran back to my seat. They all applauded me. The judge isn't allowed to say anything. She had a blank face the whole time with every single act. The only thing she told you was good luck, and she clapped at the end, and that was it. We all exited the room, and if they had any questions for you, they would bring you back in. There is someone who I ended up finding on Instagram. She posted a note that said that she got called back in there because they selected her to perform in front of the 5 top executive producers or something like that, so she got to perform again. So I'm thinking maybe the people who they didn't call are the ones who didn't make it, and the people who they did call to ask questions were the ones that they wanted to audition again. The people who auditioned find out after Christmas, anywhere from Christmas to March, if they've made it the show or not. But it was definitely a really great experience. I've never done anything like it before, and the tip that I have for you, if you guys want any tips, I don't even know, is never to wear high heel boots, because you're going to be walking around a lot. Bring your own food. Don't bring pepper spray. My friend brought hers, and it got taken from her, and she's really upset because it was like a bedazzled one. It was so cute. It was like pink. gems all around it. It's really cute, but they took it and they confiscated it and she didn't get it back. So don't bring pepper spray. If you really want to keep your pepper spray, don't bring it. I definitely eat beforehand because you're gonna have a long time to wait. If there was that many people with the audition, I shouldn't even have done my makeup until like way later because I had 6 hours to do nothing. Because if you had more questions for me about my experience and what happened or any other tips or comments or anything, leave them down in the comment box. I can answer more questions for you guys if you want to know more about my audition and my experience, what you should expect. Hopefully this answered some questions. If you guys have any questions about what it's like to audition for America's Got Talent, or anytime I go to look up any kind of video that explains this experience or what to expect when you do auditions so you're not as nervous and so you know what kind of you to expect when you go, I haven't found anything. Thanks guys for watching. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll talk to you later. Bye!